Alright folks, welcome back to the Don's channel. I am the Don Father and I'm now going to quickly discuss the St Kilda Bulldogs game at the Gabba Elimination Final. Of course, first one today on Saturday, the 3rd of October. 2nd of October? 3rd of October. Sorry. Well look, the result never went the way I had wanted. St Kilda ran out 3-point victors in the end. And it was a good enough comeback in the fourth quarter, but it was just left too late to close the gap. To be fair, I thought St Kilda deserved the win. I thought they were the better team. Thought Ryder was incredible. Thought he coped with near enough every high ball we put in and around the forward 50 area. He just soaked it up and nullified the attacks. I think likewise when we did have chances we weren't as ruthless in front of goal. But players to note for St Kilda, I thought, as I've said, Ryder, I think Butler was fantastic. Couple of solo goals. Look, the reason why I've decided to do the video, earlier on I was too gutted to even really want to talk or say anything. But since calming yourself down a bit, watch the West Coast Eagles Collingwood game. Calm down, cool heads prevail if you like. Look, 2020 has been a difficult year. Doggies got the finals. At one point there it didn't look like they were going to get the finals. So once you get into the knockout stages of any tournament, the anticipation and the excitement grows. But for the second year running now, the Doggies have fell short at the first hurdle. Look, I've read quite a lot of stuff on Doggies pages, Dogs fans pages, and a lot of people have said, look, it's not the result, well done lads, next year we'll go again kind of thing. Obviously people are bitterly disappointed, emotions are running high. I think I've also read players being attacked for their performances. Luke Beveridge has been attacked for his tactics, no plan B, C, etc. I've also read suggested a complete overhaul of the playing staff and possibly the coach, which I just find ludicrous. You're talking about a club that hadn't won a flag for many's a year before 2016, and like, I think fans are getting slightly above themselves. Their emotions are running wild, as is everybody's fans at this stage of the comp. We all passionately support our teams and want them to do well, but always refrain from attacking players on social media. It's not befitting of the club, and it doesn't serve yourself. In the words actually of Tom Boyd, it doesn't serve yourself very well, and I couldn't agree more. But I'm not going to name names, but there was a comment on one of the Facebook pages anyway, Bulldogs page, that a complete overhaul is needed. I couldn't disagree more. There is absolutely no way a squad overhaul is needed here. This midfield is a very, very good midfield. I think Bruce was flat again today. I think he's been flat 2020. I must admit, there is a player in Josh Bruce. He scored the opening goal and he looked fired up. He was giving it the old come on, grabbing at the Guernsey and stuff, but that was about as good as it got for Josh Bruce for me in this game. I think Tim English had been ridiculed in the ruck. Of course, it wasn't originally a ruck man, I think, when he first came in. So it's a position he's learning as he's playing. It's going to take time. He's had some fantastic performances. He's actually had best on ground in that position in a couple of games, or a game this season. So it's very, very harsh on a very young man. The Bulldogs are a young side mixed with some quality senior players as well. I have got no doubt in my mind, with the addition of one or two youngsters, young guns, and maybe another senior player, this club can go all the way. You've got to remain positive. Luke Beveridge is 100% the man for the job. I think it's ludicrous again to suggest otherwise. It wasn't only yesterday I was reading, I was looking at loads of posts from 2016 and how much everybody was praising him, showing him singing the songs after the grand final win. But roll on a day and people are calling for his head. So it's just that's what it's like to be sports fans. We do wear our hearts on our sleeves, but as I've said, I've took time to calm down instead of just going straight into the video and saying something that isn't actually fair. So like, Luke Beveridge, as I say, gets my full support. I'm sure he gets most of the doggies' full support. He delivered the first flag in many's a year for the Bulldogs, and that shouldn't be forgotten. They are a working man's club. They are a hard-working, fighting club. They are the underdogs in the competition every single year going into it. So we should remember that. We should remember that and just enjoy it. Enjoy getting to the finals. Of course, expect more. Obviously, you want to push your club further. Expect more. Expect more on the footy field. But as I said, these players, like, that's been a long year, a tough year for them. 2020 mentally has been a difficult year. They've put their bodies on the line for entertainment. There's been so many things went on behind the scenes, and they have actually delivered, in my opinion, the doggies. I would have liked more. But that's sport, isn't it? On the day, the better team won. St Kilda were the better team, and I wish them well. So what will I say for Bulldogs 2020 season? Well done, everyone. Come back stronger. With the addition of a couple more players, I have got nothing but pure belief that this club will strive on, or will push on to bigger and better things. I think they are only a few players away from competing with the very best teams in the competition. And look, they actually are one of the best teams in the competition. That's what I mean. It is just the slightest of tweaks, the slightest of playing staff maybe in there, and they're right back up there, and a little bit of lady luck on your side as well. But no mentioning of tactics for me. Every club has their tactics on the day, and sometimes the better team wins, and that's just it. I am hurting as a doggies fan, don't get me wrong. I'm new to this sport, but when you the type of person I am, once I get into something, I get that passionate about it, I go through the same emotions as a lifelong fan, no doubt about that. I really did. And then I've watched that other game in Perth out in Western Australia there, and that has been an absolute incredible game. Again, probably not the result I would have expected before it, but I'll get onto that in another video for my channel. But this one's for doggies fans. We've got a lot to be grateful for in that team. So many young guns. Basilenka, not, and Tim English is going to be a gun. Stick with him, guys. Don't write him off. Don't let him be the whipping boy. It's not fair. It's a new position. It wasn't only about a month ago he was getting best on ground. I think he had about 30 touches or something. The boy was absolutely incredible. So stick with him. Form is temporary. Class is permanent. He is a class player, and he can only get better with experience. And he's learning on the job, so stick with him. So many young guns, as I said, coming through, will learn, will get better, will get stronger. Big shout out to Caleb Daniel today. I think he is, as the commentator said, one of the cleanest, crispest kickers of the Sharon. Absolutely brilliant kick. He is a phenomenal little player. So many names to mention. They've had a good year this year, so for all the doggies players, this is the last thing that needs to be said. Thank you very much for giving it your all in 2020. Really do appreciate your efforts. It's been enjoyable to watch it, even though it's been a roller coaster ride. Come back in 2021 stronger, and keep believing, because honestly now, those teams that would class themselves as above you are not that far above you. Trust me, they could be got. Come on the doggies. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe and smash the notifications bell on, and check out all our other social media platforms as well. Check out our Patreon if you want to support the channel, fantastic. Or a donation page if you want to just throw in a wee donation. I plan on doing an AFL vlogging trip, getting to a doggies game down under with the channel, with my family, coming down under when we're able to do it, of course. And look, dogs for life, the mighty West. Thanks guys, see you all soon, goodbye.